Hello guys, today we're talking about the box office, and the critics got whooped again. Yep, the critics got whooped in the ass. This is like the third time in a row, okay? The movie they propped up, Killer to the Flower Moon, no one went to go see, okay? It dropped 61%, which is very, very bad. We'll talk about that movie very shortly and how that's like one of the biggest box office failures of the year. But what we talk about first is Five Nights at Freddy's. So, Five Nights at Freddy's is a movie based off the, very, very big game. A very popular game, okay? The movie made $38 million on its opening week and made $140 million worldwide as well. Which means the movie, which is a $20 million budget movie, the budget's only $20 million. Won that, Disney and Hollywood, okay? Not everything needs to have, $400 million budgets, and then they lose hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, I really think that we are in a big movie crisis. I really do think we are in a big crisis in movies and films, because, of course, it's the alternatives to Hollywood. Hollywood budgets are out of control. Same thing of gaming as well. Same thing of gaming. You have games coming out, too long, higher, bigger budget games, higher, bigger budget movies. I think we have, we're in like a small crash of movies, okay? The summer box office of this year proved it, okay? But the FNAF movie has officially made money in its first weekend, okay? Universal doesn't have to, bite on the fingernails hoping that this movie makes money or not. Because they didn't spend $400 million on the movie. Or $200 million, okay? They spent a decent amount of money on the movie. It's going to make a lot of money. They're probably going to make a part 2 because, there's so many FNAF games. And the critics took an L. They really did. They took another L, like they did the last couple of times. Again, people say, oh, some people really quote-unquote bad movies. Okay, I'm sorry, but Rotten Tomatoes should not be the end-all, be-all for movies. It should not be. Rotten Tomatoes is completely ridiculous. I think people really lost faith in the whole Rotten Tomatoes system when the Mario movie came out, because the Rotten Tomatoes refused to give Mario a positive score. Okay, they refused to because they didn't like the plot of the movie, because the plot is, too offensive or something dumbass like that, okay? And it really sold the critics' true colors. Okay, then it came out that Rotten Tomatoes, of course, pay, certain companies pay Rotten Tomatoes to give the highest scores, okay? I'm talking about the big mouse in the house, okay? How does Elemental go from a bad score to, it's now a good movie, oh yeah. There's totally no money involved in that whatsoever, but the FNAF movie has made a lot of money. Not very good holds, obviously. It's doing pretty horribly, holds-wise, okay? Which mostly means that the movie was mostly packed with the fanboys going to see the movie first weekend as well, but yeah. It seems that this movie made a lot of money, despite the 20% the movie got on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, I just wonder, how long is Rotten Tomatoes going to go before they get bankrupt, okay? Because Rotten Tomatoes, I think, in my opinion, killed the film industry. I really do think it did. And also, Disney did too, and wokeness. I really do think that, for example, there's a lot of decent movies. People are like, this movie isn't that bad, but Rotten Tomatoes said it was complete trash, so I didn't want to go see it. But I think we're starting to see a point where, at least like the big movies, they're starting to be more resilient to Rotten Tomatoes, okay? I'm not talking about the woke powers of garbage like Indiana Jones Down. That's the actual normal movies, okay? The Meg 2 making nearly $400 million globally despite having a very bad Rotten Tomatoes score. Okay, Mario not having a fresh Rotten Tomatoes score, but despite that, Mario made $1 billion, okay? That Exorcist movie still broke even and made money because, of course, they didn't spend $200 million on the movie like Mission Impossible and Fast X did, and that movie made money at the very, very end. Okay? It really shows you that we need budgets to be small again. We need to bring back the mid-budget in movies again. Okay, we really do. Okay, that's what's really hard in the box office. We don't really have mid-budget, non-franchise movies anymore. I know FNAF is a video game franchise, but we don't really have those anymore. Okay, The Sound of Freedom and Oppenheimer doing really well at the box office is proof that with good mid-budget movies, I know Oppenheimer costed way more than... I know the range for the budget of Oppenheimer can range from like $100 million to like $200 million, but either way, Oppenheimer made a lot of money. But the FNAF movie has broken even in 1 week. Okay? I wonder if Hollywood will realize that the movies need to have smaller budgets, okay? And people say, like, animation... And the most newest example of this is Elemental. Okay? Of movie budgets. Okay, Elemental. Okay, do they still have Elemental here? No, they do not. It's Elemental. Okay? Elemental did horribly at the box office. Okay? Did horribly. Okay? Some people said the movie might need to make $600 million to break even. I put at $500 million. The movie will likely be a loss. Okay? But Elemental, if the movie costs $100 million less, nobody will be saying, oh yeah, Elemental's a flop. There'll be no Elemental comeback or something like that because, oh, the movie performed like Puss in Boots at a small budget, but this movie has proved that budgets are out of control, okay? Like animated movies, for example, people talk about, but animation's so expensive. They'll always tell you this. The Disney and Pixar fanboys. Good animation is always expensive. Okay, we can look up the Mario movie, okay? The Mario movie costed $100 million, costed half of Elemental. Okay, guess what? Mario movie made far more money, despite the budget. You know, people love big budget movies. Oh wait, Mario had half the budget, and the movie did the same as Puss in Boots. Did Puss in Boots cost $200 million to make? Oh, Puss in Boots only cost $90 million to make. Oh my god. Oh my god, Puss in Boots didn't cost, $6 billion to make. And, it made money. Okay? That's the thing. Okay? It made money at the very end because it didn't cost $200 million to make. Okay? You can also add in the Spider-Verse. Okay? And so, Spider-Verse costed half the money. Made far more money than Elemental. Why? It costed half the money as Elemental. So, in animation, I think we're really showing that budget does not mean a quality movie. Okay? The fact that 3 lower budget animated movies released around in the same year, okay, and all made huge chunks of money, really shows that Pixar needs to stop spending so much money on these movies, and Disney in general. Okay? I can go to the FNAF movie. The FNAF movie had a higher opening than Elemental. It'll probably, considering the ratings of the movie are already having, the movie, a lot of people thought the movie was mid. It wasn't really anything special. But the movie still was going to make more money than Elemental did at the box office. But now let's go back to the box office as well. We'll talk about the other movies. The Taylor Swift movie has made $203 million globally. I bet this movie is one of the main things that helped her be a billionaire, because as of today, Taylor Swift is now a billionaire. Yeah. And this movie has made $149 million domestically. Okay. They'll always make a Beyonce movie, but it's not going to make the same amount of money as the Taylor Swift movie. Even like the BTS movie, they make this much money. Okay. And all the promotion was from Taylor Swift herself and her fans, and that's it. Okay. So it's a very impressive number, almost certainly. That was impressive at the Sound of Freedom, which also basically had no advertising and basically became big because of the word of mouth of that movie. Same thing of Oppenheimer as well. Then we have Killers of the Flower Moon. Okay, Killers of the Flower Moon. They do not have the updated international box office for this movie, but that won $84 million. This movie, again, did it need to cost $200 million to make this movie? Okay, $200 million to cost to make this movie. Okay, this is the proof that Hollywood's budgets are out of control. This would have been an easy mid-budget movie of like $50 to $60 million. But again, Hollywood's budgets are out of control. Okay, and this movie is failing. Nobody's caring about this movie enough that this movie is gonna make it. Like they expected this movie to make be this massive hit at the box office, but no one's going to see it. This movie is one of the biggest flops of the year. Okay, and that's saying it rightly. Okay, it probably will still make more money than Dial of Destiny, but that's the only positive thing I can say. Okay. It has basically released everywhere internationally, so this movie's screwed. It's just that simple. This movie's screwed, okay? I know there's a large audience for Martin Scorsese's movies, but it's not big enough to carry a $200 million budget movie. I'm sorry. Who made this movie? Paramount, okay? I'm sorry, okay? And yeah, we'll be going back to the rest of the movies. After Death is the next movie by Angel Studios. It's doing alright. Okay. I don't know how much this costed, but yeah. It's another one of these, movies that, they come out with, and yeah. Next is The Exorcist Believer. The movie that's added to its profits. Nothing too special. Well, Paw Patrol also adding to its profits as well. Well, Freelance, never heard this movie before, but again, no one is going to see this movie as a non-franchise movie that nobody has heard of. The Nightmare Before Christmas has made another $2 billion. This is an old movie, so it doesn't really matter too much. But Disney will probably enjoy the money made from this movie, because I think this is a Disney movie. But yeah, Disney will definitely enjoy the much needed money it needs after all the string of box office failures years as well. Okay, Saw X continues to add to its profits as well, and the creator looking to lose at least $90 million plus, which means Disney is gonna lose money on the creator. So yeah, that is it about the box office here, and yeah, we have the official tallies for the movies. Okay, so for that budget, at least I looked up some sources, it is $20 million, which means the movie has already made $80 million. Okay, as well, Killers of the Flower Moon is at negative 426. We're going to do worse than Dial of Destiny. It's negative $354 million. We'll really wait to see on that one, because as more movies come out, especially you have the Marvels coming out in 2 weeks. Okay, Killers of the Flower Moon is going to be killed internationally. Okay, it's going to be killed internationally. There's even Oscar buzz. Okay, nobody gives a about the Oscars. Okay, no one gives a about the Oscars anymore. Okay, the movie's going to flop. Okay, the movie's going to flop. So, the biggest flop of the year so far is Killers of the Flower Moon, Expendables 4, The Haunted Mansion, Dial of Destiny, The Flash, The Little Mermaid, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2, Fast X, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, Shazam Fury of the Gods, Operation Fortune, Babylon came out last year. And that's it. Those are the biggest flops of the year so far. Okay, of course the year is not over yet, but I think the Marvels is going to be joining us with that list. And that's coming out in 2 weeks. Goodbye.